Well, this probably looks like a mess, and it is. This is a part of my fence here. It's got to go across over here. It's kind of blocks my backyard in, and I got to replace it. I had these boards like these that ran across like that, and these bars here are adjustable. And of course I meant to video this before so you can see what I was talking about, but dang, I forgot. But that's never happened to you before. Anyway, I'm gonna hang it up there. I gotta dig a hole in the ground here, or cut a hole in the ground, re-cement a post here, and then I gotta put this one and that one back together and make one gate all the way across. I've got these, actually they're hinges that fit on here. The hinges fit over these right here, and when I put them back on, I'll demonstrate how that works. That's the opening that I've got to close off. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 feet. Well, all the rust seems to be going off of the hinges. Can't say that for all the screws. I think maybe the wire wheel will take care of that. I forgot to tell you, in between here and this here, a 2x4 goes in there. So I've got to replace that on all four, and I'm going to replace all the wood. I may even replace that 4x4. I don't think it's going to be long enough for what I need. This dang Georgia weather, it's already hot, but dang, I wish it was a little bit cooler. I was kind of hoping for, you know, 50 and 60 degree weather, but getting hot. I even caught a carpenter bee in my trap. Weird. Well, I forgot what this particular type fence is called. It's adjustable from, you know, the length. Two of them in between this gap right here is just right. So those are some of the pickets that I took off over there. They're still good. There are several birdhouses in those. I think the whole thing, once I get this gate done, it's going to be about $150 maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's going to get me a gate. It's going to last a long time because I'm using all treated lumber. The fence pickets are like those right there. They're treated. Those have been there several years. And the only reason I'm having to do that, well, actually two. One, keep people out of the backyard. And two, keep kids from getting to that pool over there. Of course, in this neighborhood, if we're gone, they might sneak in. Well, my wife came out and I got her to help me hang this. She slid that up on there where it will catch, and so now all I got to do is pretty much put the wood on it. Build another one over here as soon as that concrete dries, maybe tomorrow or next day. Add another gate over here. I got to stretch this cable up from this corner and this corner here, and this will help, you know, tighten it once I get it in there. Put pressure on it. That's to kind of level the load, I'm assuming. I had to make it up, so I'm using 1/8 inch cable and these little tie holders here. They'll go in the S-hook here, come up this way. I have another cable here, and that way I can tighten it up with this. So when I get all this done, I'll be back and show you the end result. I'm not sure what this is called. It's made by Blue Hawk. It's called a clip. What it does is what you make the loop with. Put this in here, fold this over. Now I put two on there just so that I can have a little more strength. And these are made for a 1/8 inch cable, so they fit on there properly. The cables I had on there before was much smaller than that. It's probably a 1/16. Very insecure cable. So this time I decided to go with heavier duty. But that's what I got to do on each end in order to make this cable. And I'll attach the other end to this one to the post, and then we'll be able to put it in there and tighten it up. And I'll show you how that's done later. Okay, so this is what I was putting together. This cable, when I need to adjust it, I can use this to adjust it tighter. It's to kind of balance the weight in this gate so that it's, I don't know how it works, it just works. But this is to pull up on the weight down that way. It's kind of like a counterweight, I guess. And so this is, if I see this getting loose, I can tighten it up. The gate will always kind of keep its same poise. Okay, one gate up. I'll finish this off once I get the other gate up over here. I'm still gonna let that dry probably at least another day. The concrete down there, it is. But it's been put it up Monday. This is Wednesday, so by tomorrow, hopefully. But that's what this one looks like so far. It's pretty level across there, even maybe a 1/16 of an inch off, if that. I put a caster. See down here, this is the one that was on the old fence, and I thought it was still good enough shape I could put it back on this one. If I need to, I may can tighten that up a little more. Right now it's pretty level. Like I said, about a 1/16 of an inch off, and I can live with that. One down, one to go. Yeah, I got just enough clearance under the fence that it doesn't scrape, and it'll give the water. It's kind of on a downhill slope, so the water will have a place to go. I don't know if I showed you now how these hinges are anchored in here. This is anchored into the post, top and bottom. You can see how the hinge fits on there, and then you tighten it up here. And it's stationary once you tighten it. And so that's what I've got to do to this post over here. I got to figure out exactly where they need to be, anchor them in that post. Man, I'm sure glad I went this direction because it took a little bit of my time, about as much as it would have if I'd have put up the plastic gates. It's gonna be a whole lot stronger, heck of a lot cheaper. I'm real pleased with this. 150 bucks and I got myself a gate. Hey Opie, about time you showed up. I've been having to do this all by myself. I know. She's all done. There are a few tweaks that I gotta make, and I was right. The door is causing this post to lean in that direction, which causes it to drag a little bit at the bottom when I open it. I will tweak that and, like I said, anchor that other post to the wall. It's done. The hard stuff anyway. Appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, subscribe. Hit that like button. YouTube likes it when you do that. I like it when you subscribe. That means you like the video. We'll see you in the next one.